It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New Orleans Saints. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white line.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules. And the ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Not like what the guys are wearing in the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? Coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yeah, it's a much better job of being heads up this time.
Cut his heat off.
Thank you for the notice.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Play action. Now it's called. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. But maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they get right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before the game, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Found him.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
They're always up for a visiting team because they set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Taking on the midfield logo.
Dang.
It was a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they're brought out by just the 2nd Western Kentucky alum to start a game at QB in the NFL. In his 2nd season, Bailey Zappi.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard. Knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
I see you.
Zappi. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw right here will work the other way instead.
That's not good.
It's 4th down.
That's not good at all.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive they started with great field position. It's
Good,
facing
man.
4th down.
fourth
This
down.
is a mess.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And how about that? A gain
Oh,
of
my
15
God.
there on 4th and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense
I created a player on this game with my name on it.
Both knew exactly where
It
the
looked
first
like me.
down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 29 yards for Ramondre Stevenson. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We're good.
They run it again with Kamara. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 47 now, they work with a second.
Got plenty of room under my blanket for you.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I tell you what, pressure, and they get to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for
let
them,
him
right?
do it again.
Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Shreds the tackle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's the Patriots in control of the football as they got it with a 1st and 10. Zappi looks to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Real helpful.
1st and 10, Zappi. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots go on by 2 touchdowns. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now 3rd down and very long. Carr. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. They'll look to set up his blockers. Escapes the defender. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A 50-yard punt return touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Ryland on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and
No,
time
don't look
again
too bad,
to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
Oh, my
if he's going
gosh.
to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So at halftime,
Well,
it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Zappi and the Patriots come up here first and 10
at their 25-yard line.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Ramondre Stevenson.
75 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Kamara up the middle. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Stevenson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, 15 yards. And the Patriots open the lead up to 34-0. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
Still 3rd down.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Fielded at the 33. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if it can heat up again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried to fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the board wasn't bad before, it might have started that way now.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball across purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
On second down, Elliott once more.
There's the stiff arm. And shutting him off down open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They run once more with Stevenson.
Oh, bottled up. Oh, it's out. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Zappi on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them,
and that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.